Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be messing with a Great States reel mower. The reel doesn't turn anymore, so we're going to try to figure this out, maybe together, because I'm not a pro at all about reel mowers or anything like that. I just use it to cut my, I guess you would call it a hobby putting green. Henry the Beagle loves laying on it. I think he thinks it's soft or something, but let's get into this. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this rear roller off. It's held together with a couple little bolts here with these thingies. Set those to the side. Let's get this other one. And I'm sorry if you hear like a fan noise, it's to blow the heat around in the garage. So now that we got that off, we need to get a wrench to get this bolt here. It's kind of like hidden, that one right there. That way we could detach the actual, forget what this is called, but we need to detach that. And then we're just going to pretty much take this whole thing apart and try to figure out why this thing is not turning. I know that this bar right here is kind of warped. I mean, this thing is kind of old, but I would like to get it working instead of just throwing it away or junking it or something like that. Okay, the socket that we need to take that bolt off is a 1/2 inch socket. So let's go ahead and start doing this now. It seems to be pretty freaking tight. I don't think it's supposed to be that tight. All right, let's get this other side. Oh, it loosened it up. All right, one out. Let's go ahead and get one of these little pan things. Put our bolts in. There's 2 spacers in there, and they're pretty corroded and messed up. Might have to try to either order some or fix these ones up. Our blade don't look too bad. A little rusty, but wonder how square it is. Got a level. See how true it is still. Pretty good. don't seem to be warped at all, so there's something else going on with this thing. Maybe something within the wheels and the actual carriage. Okay, so next we gotta take these caps off so we could take the wheels off and then get on the inside of the real mower. Popped off there real quick. Let's go ahead and do this other side. All right, now we got there's a little pin here. Let's pop that off. Try not to lose it because they like to fly off there. There you go. That's what that looks like. Go ahead and do the other side. Maybe this wheel won't plop off. Like so. Okay, now these wheels should just pop right off. Like so. Over this other one. Try not to chop your finger off since that's spinning now again. That's a gear that actually turns the blade. Let's see if we can do it. Got those. There's one on this side and there's one on this side also. So we'll go ahead and take these off. Because I'm going to clean them up and re-grease them and stuff like that when we put it back together and try to line this thing up. Okay, next, I believe we have to take care of these pins right here. They should just pop off just like the wheel ones. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Still with a screwdriver. Come right off. Pretty easy. All right, got that off. You should be able to pop the steering off. Or the handlebars. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. There we go. Got that off now. Set that over here. Okay, next there's a pin here. There's one on both sides. We'll go ahead and remove that. Slippery little bugger. Where's my rag? I'll go ahead and wipe that off. Set that there. One on this side. Look like this. All right, this pin here is like a through bolt kind of thing. So I got a 11/16, and I got to figure out what size that is. That'd be another 1/2 inch. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. And this right here is actually how you control the depth of your cut. You got the 3 holes here. Go ahead and stick the nut back on this. Put a little magnetic thing. Come over here and do the same thing over here. Come on. There we go. There you go. That plate's off. Okay, now we're going to take this bolt off, and there's another one on this side. And this whole assembly should just come apart. I want to see, since the knife ain't warped or anything, it's pretty plumb and pretty straight. I want to see if like this is bowed in or something like that. Let's go ahead and do this other side. The bearings and the bearing housings look okay. Could use some grease. Get her straight edge, see if it's just nice and straight. Not this one. That one's nice and straight. Don't see any bows yet. That's nice and straight. Spin it all. It's nice and straight. This other side. Let's grab something else here, see if it's square. That's pretty square. How about this side? That side's a little off. Handy dandy vise here. Just want to bend it oh so slightly. Don't want to overdo it. See how that looks. There we go. That did it. Check this side. There. Now, I'm not sure with this side being, I mean, off, I mean, not even a 16th of an inch square right here, if it would make this bind up. Trying to figure it out. Like I said, I'm not a pro. We're going to figure this out together. I'm a DIYer kind of person, so, and I like tinkering with things and trying to figure stuff out. So I'm gonna clean all this up off the camera, and then I'll come back and we'll do a reassembly and see if everything goes back together pretty good. Okay, everyone, I figured something out why this mower was binding up. Okay, when I was taking this thing apart, see these things right here? They fell off. Well, if you look, see all that messed up stuff right there? They used to be attached right there. So they either rusted out or just broke off. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to clean that piece up there. I'm going to set that back on there where it goes, and I'm going to give it a couple tack welds to hold that on there and see if that helps out with anything at all. See if it, realigns it, makes it more sturdy and all that stuff. So I'll get back at you as soon as I'm done cleaning the rest of this up. I'm only spraying it down with like WD-40 and cleaning some of the old grease that had dirt and stuff in it and re-greasing it. So I'll get back at you. Okay, everyone, I cleaned up around here, took all the paint off of it and stuff with my little Dremel and a sanding disc. Same thing over here on that one. And what I'm going to do is I got these bolts. I got a washer. I'm going to stick the bolt through like so. Let's see if this is the one or not. I think so. Like so. And then put the other washer on top. And a nut. Tighten it down and tack like probably all four sides. I'm only going to tack it though. Because if I weld it, it'll warp and all that stuff. So I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to put four tacks. One here, here, here. And attempt to get back in here. All right, let's go ahead and try to weld this thing up. It's my little welder from Amazon. I think I got like 10 years ago. Works okay. All right, let that cool down, chip it off, and see how it did. I'll probably have to go over it again. I'm using some really cheap rods, I think from Menards. Pretty much what that thing runs good on. I tried to use all kinds of different other ones, but those are the ones that run the best on it. Okay, everyone, I got them welded. Went ahead and just touched them up with some paint so they don't rust and everything. I put paper towels in where the bushings are and stuff, so paint ain't all up in them. And you better believe I always have a supervisor. Ain't that right, Henry? All right, everyone, let's start putting this thing back together. I already put grease on the bearings and around here a little bit, and same on the other side. So let's get to this. Put this on here, like so. Take this. Try not to cross thread it. Come on. Don't tighten that up. So we gotta stick this on there. Get the bolt or the nut on the back side here. Screw that on. And do the same on this side. All right, we can tighten everything up. Start with these little ones first. Now with the bigger ones. There we go. Now the bed knife, I actually remember what it was called. Once you get on camera, it seems like your mind just goes blank, and I don't do like cue cards or anything. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Stick it in over here, there like that. The knife is attached. These are the adjustment screws that go in right here. One on the back and one on the front. Same on this side over here. Go ahead and scoot you guys back now. Don't want to tighten those down all the way yet because I do have to adjust the bed knife. All right, let's stick the wheels back on. Put some grease on it. Like so. Set that right there. Got our little pin. That goes in the slot right here on this. Probably can't see it because of my fat hand, but kind of like that. See right down here. And then this goes on that. So, some more grease on here. Just put little dollops on it every so often because when the wheel goes around, it actually lubricate it. And that goes on. We have our pin. That goes on the outside of this wheel right here. Come on, go on. There we go. That's on. Go ahead and stick our cap back on. And now with the other side, same thing. Grease up in here. Little dollops. And then on the gear. Take our little pin, stick it in the same slot on this side. Then for our other wheel, some more grease on it. There we go. The other cap on. Go ahead and stick this end roller on too. They have little hooks on them. Those go towards the back because I do have a bagger for this. Here to this one, put this side in. Try to get the same on each side. All right, let's go ahead and adjust the bed knife. I gotta find some paper so we could see if it cuts. All right, we're gonna see if it cuts. Cuts there. Cuts there. And cuts there. So we're good. I just want to say thank you for everyone and all the likes and subscribes and comments and stuff. And everyone always asks what the Henry the Beagle's doing. Right now, he's trying to find a place to sit because that's all he does is eat, sleep, and sit and play with his brother. But thank you for everything, and we'll see you on the next one.